Well, today is October 31st. I don't particularly care for October 31st. It's the time that too much candy is given out to whomever, and that can be dangerous around candy. But I don't want to bewilder even the thought of this day that is not a good day. It is the eve of All Hallows Day. All Hallows Day. Let me look that up here for a second. Good morning, Sada. God bless you. David, God bless you. Good to see you here, my man. God bless you. Good morning. Morning, Leticia. Glory to God. Leticia Salazar. God bless you, Leticia. Good to see you here. Leti Salazar. God bless you. God bless you. Okay, let me show you this here real quick. All Saints Day is... Let's see here. November the 1st, All Saints Day, also known as All Hallows Day or Holy Day, the Feast of All Saints, the Feast of All Hallows, the Solemnity of All Saints, and Hallow Mass is a Christian solemn celebration. I want you to hear this. All Saints Day, also known as All Hallow Day or All Holy Day. Feast of the Saints, the Feast of the Holy Solemnness of All Saints, and the Hallow Mass is a Christian solemn day celebrated in honor of all the saints of the church, whether they are known or unknown. That's what All Hallows Day. That's November the 1st. Started, watch this, from 4th century. The feast of commemorating the Christian martyrs were held in various places on various dates near Easter and Pentecost. In the 9th century, some churches in the British Isles began holding the commemorating of the day, November the 1st. And in the 9th century, this was extended to the whole Catholic Church. Western Christianity is still celebrated November the 1st by the Western Catholic Church, as well as many Protestant churches such as Lutheran, Anglican, and such. All Hallows Day, November the 1st. October 31st is the eve of All Hallows Day. Let me tell you what All Hallows Day is. All Hallows Day is the day that you would remember those who were righteous before the Lord that passed away. In London, tomorrow, in London, and probably I think France also, there's a huge celebration that takes place on November the 1st. They pop fireworks, and they all go to cemeteries, and they do barbecues and meals around their loved ones who have passed away. Now, there are some people that look at that and say that's sadistic. That's not a cultured item that we do here in the United States, though some people may. But in most effect, over there in the European nations and in London and the British Isles, they celebrate those who have passed away. It's like a day of remembrance of those who have passed away. We don't have a day of those that we celebrate the passing other than like Memorial Day. Memorial Day is the time that we memorialize our patriots who have passed away. But All Hallows Day was designed that way. So October 31st was known as the eve of All Hallows Day, and this is where we received the name Halloween. Halloween, hallow, which comes from the word holy, the hollowness of it. And the een actually was Eve. It was Hallow Eve. It was the eve of All Hallows Day. Like we have Christmas Eve, the night before Christmas. It was All Hallows Eve. Was October 31st. So what happened? Where did it come up with ghouls, ghosts, and goblins? What happened in the Coptic areas, which is Norwegian, those areas, the Vikings, and what they would worship is they would worship the spirits of the dead on October 31st, and they, being demonic, would offer up sacrifices to those who have passed away, because they saw those that passed away as they became part of the hall of gods, with an S, little g o d s. Gods is plural. The hall of gods. And so they began to sacrifice, and the sacrifices began to be sadistic, to where that those demonic activities that were speaking to them began to call in that they needed to sacrifice children. First, it was little babies in the womb. Abortions were actually done on that day as a sacrifice to those who have passed before. And then it became children, and then it became older, and then it became adults that they began to sacrifice. And it became trickery to gather the children, to catch them and capture them, as they created this activity of playing and giving sweets and treats, so that way they can capture the children and sacrifice the children. Not all the children obviously were being sacrificed, but they hid the activity of the children's human sacrifices around a child or children's activity. And so the activity was giving away candies and treats and so forth, and playing games and such. And then a child would go missing, and that was the child or the children that were being sacrificed. And it became so sadistic to where what we have today is we have now this Halloween where the kids go out, they ring the doorbell, trick or treat, they give candies to each other. And I will tell you, every one of us have participated in it. There's not a single person, I've never met a person who has never participated in Halloween. And there's a question that people have asked me, should I or should I not celebrate it? Well, other than right now, many of you who know me, other than right now, I haven't said anything about October 31st. Not a single thing. I don't use the word Halloween. I just don't. I don't give it credence. There's power in my words, so I'm careful. I'm careful the best that I can to be cautious of the words that proceed out of my mouth, because I know I'm giving birth to something. Now, it doesn't mean saying the word is creating something evil. No. But if we stop talking about it, with time and generations, and probably way past my departure, if everyone quits talking about it, my hope is it will go away. There's other celebrations that have departed, people no longer talk about. One of the reasons why many of us don't know about the Jewish festivals is because they were suppressed, those Jewish festivals, because they weren't talked about. The more you talk about it, the more it will be honored and it will be reminded. So I don't talk about Halloween. And when the day comes, I don't talk about it. I don't participate in an alternative to that day. Now, tomorrow, it just so happens to have landed on a day, our fall festival has landed on a day that is All Holy's Day. It's the day of All Holiness, November the 1st. It's the day of honoring those who have passed away and have gone on. We all have family members that have passed away, and there's nothing wrong with celebrating their life. And that's not what we're doing. But it just happened to land on November the 1st. We looked at the calendar throughout October and into November, and what would be the best day for us to have our fall festival. And it just happened to land on November the 1st. And it's an easy date to mark it and to remember. Because it's the first of the month. And so that's where it lands on. But it was not created so that way we can celebrate those who have passed away. But I believe we need to come and celebrate the feast and the harvest. And that's what fall festival is. It's the time that we celebrate the festivities of harvest, the festivities of the seasons changing.